Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of Monday Prayer. One of the things that I've talked about over the past couple of months in doing these Monday prayers is that prayers don't always have to include words, and oftentimes I like to include our bodies in our prayers. And so I thought today that I would teach you one prayer that I have learned about how to include our bodies in our prayers. And this is a very simple prayer, and it requires you to sort of stand up and move around a little bit. There's some motions that we will include with our prayer. And I learned this some time ago. I think it was at some sort of youth event where we were teaching youth how to pray with their bodies. But essentially, the prayer is going to be verbally asking God to be in a certain body part. And then we are either going to touch or do some sort of motion for that body part included in the prayer. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through it once with you, just sort of explaining what the prayer looks like, what we say, and the motions that go along with it. And then the second time, we are going to go a little bit quicker through it, and that's when you can sort of go along with it. So the first time is going to be showing you and talking you through sort of what it is that we're going to be doing for this prayer. And then the second time can be when you join along with me, going through all the motions and everything. So again, this prayer is going to require you to get up and move around a little bit, and I hope it's a great way to start off your Monday morning. So the prayer begins by asking God to be in my head and in my understanding. And so when we ask this, we're going to put our hands on our head. And then it goes, God be in my eyes and in my seeing. So then we're going to place our hands over our eyes. Then ask for God to be in my ears and in my hearing, and we're going to place our hands over our ears. God be in my mouth and in my speaking, and so we're going to place our hands over our mouth. God be in my arms and in my reaching, so we're going to give ourselves a big old hug and feel our arms. God be in my hands and in my working. We're going to touch our hands, rub our hands back and forth. God be in my legs and in my going. So we're going to reach down and touch our legs. God be in my feet and in my grounding. So we're going to reach down and touch our toes and our feet. Get a little bit of a stretch. God be in my lungs and in my breathing. We're going to put our hands over our lungs and take a deep breath. God be in my heart and my loving. We're going to place our hands over our heart. And then the last one, God be in my life and in my living. And for this one, we're going to reach our arms way overhead and stretch to the sky. So those are the motions and the prayers that we're going to have with this. And so again, this time going through, I am just going to say the prayer and do the motions without sort of describing them. And I hope that you will follow along. So get up and let's do this body prayer together. So God be in my head and in my understanding. God be in my eyes and in my seeing. God be in my ears and in my hearing. God be in my mouth and in my speaking. God be in my arms and in my reaching. God be in my hands and in my working. God be in my legs and my going. God be in my feet and in my grounding. God be in my lungs and my breathing. God be in my heart and in my loving. God be in my life and in my living. Amen. So again, one of the things about prayer that I love is it doesn't just have to include words. We can get up and move around and have a little bit of fun with the prayer. So thanks for joining in today. I hope that you will try out this prayer practice today, again, as a way to start off your Monday and your week. So thanks for tuning in, and blessings on the rest of your day. Take care.